Hey everybody, welcome back to Fixing Things. Well, today we're going to be fixing something I was hoping I didn't have to fix. I don't got no water. My bladder tank went out on my well and it was short cycling, burned up the points on my contactor switch. So today we're not working on the meat haul truck, but man, she looks good. Got her all washed up, got all the decals off her. Won't be long. Do some body work, get some paint done on it. Looking good. All right, let's get back to business. I just like looking at my truck. I like looking at my truck. But today, we got to install a bladder tank and a pressure switch. So right now the bladder tank on my well is all the way out there inside a hole in the ground, and it's really hard to get to. And I went out there and I checked the Schrader valve on the end and put my air testing device on there, and it had 50 pounds of air in it. 50 pounds of water in it. So the bladder bag went out in it, and so now it short cycles the pump. So we're gonna put it's only like a little 2-gallon tank on that. It's built onto the pump. The pump is good. I got a new switch. Got a new tank, a 20-gallon tank. So we're upgrading. We're gonna put the switch on the original pump at the original spot, and we're gonna put the tank underneath the house with the spiders. I hate going under the house. All right, so before we get going anything, I want to pre-do some of the stuff on it. So we'll take the big new tank out, set it on the bed of the meat haul truck. The meat haul truck still wants to do work, and get it pre-ready to go, so we're not doing a lot of stuff down in the hole. The minimal stuff I do in the hole, the better. I don't want to do this. I guess I got it. All right, so before we start just slamming it in, we got to do some thinning. Also have to forgive me. Roger is having some trees cut down over here on his property, but we need to scope out the situation underneath the house to find out where we're going to be putting that tank, because I want to pre-do all the fittings and lines on it. So here's one of the entrances, and it's right next to where the tank is. So we're gonna crawl down here, probably get bit by a spider or two. All right, you get in there first, scope it out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's spiders. There's eggs all over the place. All right, so here is my 3/4 inch lines, and the blue line is my EMT for my garage. That's the line where my number 4 wire is in from my garage. So the thin is this one here. The low one is my hot water. I don't want to tap into that. I want to tap into that 3/4 inch line right there. and put the tank probably right here-ish. I think this is a good spot for it right here. It's got some, this ain't doing nothing. This is just, and actually those wires that are pigtailed together and there's no wire nut on the one, that's actually my well. My well went out last winter, and I didn't know wasn't getting no power at the, and I didn't know that there was a splice there, and it was just twisted together barely, and had some electric tape on the connection. And so I crawled up underneath here to see if I could see anything. Then my wife said it came back on, so I knew it was something I bumped. So I traced the wire and found up underneath there. Hey babies, hey, what are you doing, Polly? I see you. Can you see them over there? Hey, what are you doing? That's the entrance on the other side that will probably come in to do my connections. The only thing is, anyways, I should probably fix that while I'm here too. So that's that connection right there. Oops. On the wall, the heat coming down. I need to put it in a junction box. Now, when I first thought about this, I thought about using that connection to do my switch. But then if something happens, like in the middle of winter or in the rain, I'd have to get down on my belly and in the rain and crawl up underneath the house, which is not a thing I want to do. Not a thing I want to do. I could actually put it right here too. So that wouldn't be a bad spot right there. And then run the line right up. Yeah, I think that's a better spot. I got 10 feet of line. I can put it over here. All right. Now we kind of got a game plan. Let's see what we're gonna do. Got a problem already. The fitting ain't right. I gotta get my dogs. Instrucciones. Let me go get the dogs. They're barking at the chainsaw people. So here's my problem. FPT, female pipe thread. Male pipe thread. A.O. Smith, you guys are not very bright. If you say the fitting is female, then you need to have a female thread, because someone's trying to figure out, they're not going to open the box in the store, right? At least they shouldn't. I should have, is what I should have did. So what I bought was a male pipe thread. Well, guess what? Now I gotta have a coupler. I may have something in there, in the garage, or maybe even this shed over here. That it's supposed to have a little airspace, and you're supposed to put another nut on it. Well, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna find another nut. Looks like 3/8 bolt. And I gotta find a coupler. I think I got some PVC couplings. I don't like to use PVC. I got PEX on everything. PVC is rated, Schedule 40 is rated for the PSI we're doing. I just don't like using. I have some in the well anyways. Let me see what I can find. All right, I'm on my way to the hardware store. I had everything except the coupler. A.O. Smith. Oh, if you say you got male threads, then put it on the box. If you don't have male threads, put it on the box. All right, I'm back. All right, so we're gonna put a pipe thread on it because we want no leaks. Teflon pipe tape. When you put the pipe tape on, you put it on like you're tightening it in. Just like that. Got me some big fat washers too that I had. Big thunder washers. Since this is plastic. So the next thing to do is, I guess, get this thing up underneath there and start making it in place. I don't like using the pipe cutter things, even though that's what everyone uses. What I found is once you cut the thing with those squeezy cutters, it's very hard to get the PEX fitting into the pipe. And when you're underneath with water lines and everything and making cuts, the last thing you want to do is not be able to get this in and try to figure it out while water is dripping on your head. But I try to make my last cut at the last minute, and therefore when you make that last cut, I definitely don't want to use the crimpy one because it crimps the thing and makes it so it doesn't work that great. All right, so the next thing is to bring all this stuff into the crawl space. Hey, Pastor Bill's tip for today. You know, when you got to go underneath the crawl space of a house and you're working in dark quarters and tight quarters and you're all by yourself, you got no one to fetch your tools, what you need to do is bring all your stuff with you. All your stuff with you. So what I like to do is get a small little plastic toolbox and put all my fittings everything I'm gonna need right there. I can reach into that little toolbox while I'm there and pick out everything I need. Pastor Bill's tip for today. Alright, so let me whack this off about right in this area-ish here, scientifically. I get my magic toolbox. Squeezy thingies, whatever they say. Where are they? Crimping junks. All right, you're supposed to leave about 1/8 to 1/4 inch, so you're not crimping it right on the end. Perfecto. Put another crimp thing on there. Now what do I do with my crimp tool? Right here, but my slightly elevated. Definitely wouldn't want to get your finger in there. All right, now we got to set the tank where it goes. And I got it configured so that I can get to the air testing valve. I tested the air in the valve a little while ago and it was at 50 psi. I lowered it down to 30 psi because the tank was sitting in the sun on the back of the me-haul truck. So what I'm hoping is now that it's down here in this cool environment, it's gonna be right. It had to be more air because the tank's not hot. It was in the shade. Oh, I could. The Lord's with me. The Lord's with me. It's perfect. Right at the right angle. So now all I gotta do is turn the water off, cut that line. Well, drain the water first. Cut that line. And put it together. And turn the water back on. Then I can do the switch. All right, so here's the line I gotta cut. This one right here. And it looks like I can slide it a little bit. I'm gonna make my cut up in here. You might not be able to see it from where you're at. And then I'm gonna push this in, get it connected. I need to pray. Because there's gonna be water coming down on me. I'm laying on electric wires. Oh. Lord Heavenly Father, Lord, I come to you right now, Lord, and I ask you, Lord, that you protect me, Lord. Forgive me, Lord, and bless me, Father, in this operation, Lord. Let it just go so smoothly, Lord. Give me the strength to couple these things together, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank you, Father. All right. That's the best part of this job right here. All right. I don't know if I should get the Sawzall there because I can't get the Sawzall. So the thing that I said I'm not going to use, I may use. I'm going to get 2 of these crimp things ready. Get my thing ready. Make sure I can. See, right now I can't. I can get to it. Can I? Yes, I can. Get that right there. Move my toolbox out of the way a little bit. Okay, Lord, be with me. Okay, we got water. 2 connectors. That's why I don't like using that thing. On there. I might take a little bit, let other pipe off a little bit more. Well, it's slowing down now. No more leaks. Now we just got to crimp it. always thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, that's not good on my shoulder. Oh. It looks like it's big in here, but it's not big. So our cut-in pressure is 30. We're supposed to be 2 psi below that, 28-ish. Perfect. I'll come back here after a while and double check it. Okay. I'm going to show you what we got done now. So when you come in, pressure tank's right here. You can check it right there. The line comes up, goes over, and connects into that 1-inch water line right there. We have 28 psi at the tank. All we got to do now is put the switch on. So I think I'll fire up the system and see how it's working, because the switch works but barely. All right, let me go do that. All right, I'm here over at my well, and there's the well right there, and this is the little pump house, and there's the never built, because I'm very sure that the bladder tank was bad when we put it in, and it was supposed to be ready to go. And I think the quality control is not very good. It's just not. Now I can say that the A.O. Smith, I have an A.O. Smith hot water heater. Man, that thing is bad to the bone. It's got the cyclone in it. It's commercial. It heats the whole tank up in less than a minute. It's bad to the bone. You never run out of hot water heater. I should do a video just on that, servicing it or something. But we're gonna replace the switch. I got a brand new, oops, what you can do is falling over. I got a brand new square D switch gonna go on it, and the little kit, that little hose kit that goes on it too. I tried doing it one time before, and no one had the little hose kit, didn't have nothing to hook into it, and ended up just stealing some parts out of it to put on the other pump. And then when it started going bad again, I went ahead and bought another pump. So this is a brand new pump. It's 2 years old and already having problems with it. The bladder bag is bad in it. So all I gotta do is do it. But the water inside, now that with the brand new bladder tank, is working great. The water's steady, the pump's not cycling, but this switch is bad. So we're gonna replace the switch. All right, first thing we want to do is we want to kill the power. I got a little kill switch right here. And a good rule of thumb is always check your power. And we have no power. So now it's safe to work on. It's not our enemy. All right, so this one is cool. It's got a little hose clamp on it. But that little line is under 40 psi, a little over 40 psi of water. Let's go ahead and get the new switch ready to go to hook into the thingamajiggy. So here's the new switch made by Square D. This one is preset to 3050. Now the other one, I had to play around with it because I thought the bladder tank was getting weak. But it looks a lot like that one, except it's just, oh my gosh, it's so much robust. It's like night and day. It's like so much better than that one. It's like unbelievably stronger. It's like night and day. Square D, Junk Built. That's the new name, Junk Built. I'm never ever going to buy an ever built product because they're no good. They're no good. All right, I'm back. I drained all the pressure out the tank. The tank has 0 psi. That tank, I put in, it took almost 20 minutes to get the pressure down, and finally I gave up and I came back out here. I still had 30 psi on the gauge. We started at 40. Then I went in back and opened up all the faucets, and it bled down real fast. All right, so there's still going to be water coming out this little line, but not like it was. So I can't believe that the switch is night and day. Just this junk. All right, let's see if we can get this little hose off. I should just cut it right there. I got plenty of hose. I can squirt it in my face. First thing I do is put the other pump right on. All right, hose clamp on there. Keep my wires through. I'm smelling myself. I need a shower. All right. Let's see if it blows up. Clear prop. Turn the electricals on. Is it on?
Yeah.
Which one is on?
Kitchen?
Yeah, turn it off. I wonder if there's air in the system and that's why it's doing that. Oh. All right. It's supposed to go up to 50. So I think I gotta change that setting. All right, so this is supposed to shut off at 50, and it was trying to shut off before it got to 50. So the little black one here, I gotta be careful, this is hot. The little black one sets your variance between the two, and this raises the pressure of the entire system. So by going clockwise on it, it should raise the pressure up. I guess you gotta have the right size socket. Now if I trip it, it'll stay on. Still not getting up to 50. All right, so I got it figured out. And what it was, let me flip you around. So what it was is the small one is the differential. So it raises, so if you see it says number 2, it says when you turn it clockwise, it raises the cutoff pressure. So, but this one, the big one, raises the cutoff and, when you turn it clockwise, the cutoff and the cut on. So I didn't have enough differential between the two. So by tightening this one up clockwise, it made a bigger gap between the cut on and the cut off pressure. And so what it was getting bounce in the pipe. So I'm probably gonna have to put a surge protector or a surge something. And if this tank was working, it probably would act as that surge. I do have a bladder tank. I might see if I can get another. I might put another well pump in here. But anyways, I watched through 2 or 3 YouTube videos, and the professionals said this thing did different things every time. So go to the cover, and the cover doesn't lie. So this one it's set to a 20 psi difference on and off, and so there was a surge in the water pipe when the pump is on and off, and it's going past that. So by raising the difference, by screwing this one down further, but I had screwed this one down, so I had to readjust it and find my normal shutoff pressure, which now I'm at 50. That's where I'm supposed to be. And by screwing this one down, it gives it that, spreads that differential on it between where it cuts on and cuts off. They say you can get up to about 5 psi extra on it. Now you can turn it up to 60 psi if you want, but I'm going to keep it right at 50. I know the bladder tank is working great because it took a long time for the pressure to get down. So I don't think we're going to have short cycling. I'm going to probably run the water in the sink and in a couple places and come out here and watch it. But I'm pretty sure this is a 3/4 inch line right here, and since it's so far away from the bladder tank, it drops the pressure in this thing really fast. So in the house, I don't think I'm going to have that problem. I'm going to test it, but this thing's fixed. So it seems to be cutting on, cutting off just fine. That's a lot of work. I could have been working on the me-haul truck. Hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless each and every one of you. You can do these things too. I don't see nothing kicking on and kicking off. Maybe they ain't using no water right now. All right, God bless you. I'll see you on the next episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. I'm gonna take me a hot shower, that's for sure. God bless you.